Today we're going to be checking out a sequel to a game that I've already played. I'll link to that in this eye thingy and in the description. So I wanted to bring up this game, Gun Knack, which is a Q-'em up. If you don't know what Q-'em ups are, well, you see there's these carrot guys, and on the back you can see we got kitties and bunnies. This bunny guy is shooting carrots at us, and you might not be clear why at first I'm showing you this, but it will become clear very soon. This game, as well as the previous games, I can only describe as super creative. You can see on this intro, and the other game was like this as well, it kind of makes itself out like this was a game that was found, and here is the ROM of it. Now, there's a lot of religious and God stuff in both of the games, and I'm not sure if it's genuine or just part of what makes it what it is. I don't judge it either way. Now, those are some Hebrew characters from what I can tell in the forums. It means you in the femaleness. It is a female you. Now, there are some options. You can rebind, you can change the difficulty from easy to hard, and you can change the background music, but not much else besides that. You can see here, there it is. I'm being shot at by carrots, and it's not the first time, so that is why I showed you the Gun Knack. The HUD on the right is freaking huge. We have risk, which is apparently how far away we are from the fella. The 6s are the current number of bombs you have. Never really figured out the roulette. And the graze meter is, well, if you get hit by fruit on that little orbiting shield, the graze meter goes up. I never was able to fully utilize it because I was always hiding on a side trying to avoid the fruit when it would set that off. So yeah, you only really do damage to the boss when you're right under his mouth, and it's tough because I'm really bad at shoot 'em ups. This is the easy mode, so I can only imagine what the hard mode would be like. I read a little bit on the forums about the roulette thing, but it was, I don't know, still confusing to me. So now we go to this other mode, which sorta explains a bit why there is the fruit theme going on. Once again, we have a massive HUD, and the green things are trees, which are currently not on fire. We also have water versus fire, and the number of water units we have to shoot out at fellas. Down at the bottom is the Golan, which we need to fill up with colorful letters in order to get past this stage. Now, this game, if you die, you start back at the beginning, back at level 1, so that made me really want to cheese this level. Just hang out with this little bongo fellow that fills up your water units and spam them so that the number of waters was pretty even or outnumbering the fires, and just go to these very close trees and grab fruits when I could. And that way I was able to save lives in the next levels, because replaying the first few levels over and over again is really painful, and I'm bad at video games. Now, right behind her butt was a leak, but I never saw any leaks in the actual game being shot at me, but I do like the leak. I appreciate the leak. Once again, we've got some incoming dialogue. It is tremendously large, big block of text. One of my favorite reviews of all time on YouTube is for Shoot 'em Up, and I'm gonna quote it right now. I never learned to read, don't really care what the story's all about. Oh man, I just had to take a break from voicing over this crap to watch that video, and just, man, it's so great. I'm linking it in the description. I hope you enjoy it, even though it's a bit old and the audio is a bit dodgy, but if you can deal with me, you can deal with that stuff. And oh yeah, let's get to the huge antimatter tribute thing. So once again, very much the same thing. We have this lady. Is she in lotus pose? I'm not sure, but we're fighting this big, cool looking monster who's shooting fruit at us, and the bullet patterns are different, so it is changing up a little bit. And you know, it took me a heck of a lot of tries to get past this fella. It seems like I should actually be capitalizing on those rings because they do have a very slow, predictable shot of fruit that comes out, and I should have gotten my graze meter up much faster. And guess what? We get to do this again! And it is the same gosh darn thing. So I'm actually going to skip to the next cut thingy after we see the dialogue, because I don't think you want to see this again. Alright, getting the last fruit now. Here it comes, right there, cherries. Okay, so I want to complain about the kerning, but that's really pedantic, and maybe it was intentional. I don't know. Maybe the weird kerning on those screens is meant to be. Once again, we're gonna see some weird big blocks of text on the screen. And of course you could pause it if you wanted to read it. I feel like I probably talked enough on the last one that you could have read it in real time. And we've got yet another big cool monster with a cross on him this time. And spoiler alert, I cannot get past this fella, and I don't have it in me to restart again from the beginning over and over to try to master this type of thing. But I did have a lot of fun. I wish there was a way I could see the rest of this art. Probably find a YouTube video where someone doesn't suck at shoot 'em ups and check it out. Definitely, if you like this dude's art style, you should check out the original game. I'm gonna say it's Uriel's Chasm. I probably botched it though, because I'm sorry. I'm bad at pronouncing things. It's like buckshot. Tons of buckshot. Clearly I can't dodge that, so this review's over.